Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your August 2016 mid-month readings. I thank you for your patience in waiting for them. I am currently roaming around again, traveling, doing the gypsy thing in Europe. So I appreciate your patience in waiting for them. They should all be out within the next few days or so. I am using the Gilded Tarot deck, drawing 8 cards for the remainder of the month, with an additional ninth card as your crowning card, overall general theme and feeling. Make sure to check your rising and your moon sign as well, because if this is your primary sun sign, it may not resonate for you as predictively as your other two. Or if you're like me, each of your 3 signs may resonate more applicably for you in different areas of your life. So just make sure to check all 3. Thank you to those of you who continue to watch and listen and subscribe to my channel. Your support and feedback are so greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for the updates you continuously put both on the channel videos themselves and the ones that some of you send via email, particularly when you describe how the readings play out for you moving forward in your lives. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. And always a special thank you to those of you who continue to reach out for personal one-on-one readings, which are my favorite things to do. I'm honored by the trust you place in me to interpret and intuit the cards for you. And thank you for the updates you always give me on how those continue to play out for you. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading, you can click on the little About sign on my YouTube channel's homepage, and that will give you a little more detail and information on myself, the services I offer, and my contact information and email. You can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. So if you're interested, send me an email and we'll set something up. I do readings full time, so I'm able to get back with you quite quickly, and my turnaround time is anywhere from a few days to a week and a half or so. But I'm usually able to set something up for you fairly quickly. So if you're interested, send me an email and we will go from there. So moving right along, this reading is for Leo for August 2016 mid-month. Leo, August 2016 mid-month. What does the remainder of the month of August hold for the feisty, fiery, feline Leos? August 2016 mid-month. Okay, we begin with the Empress, followed by the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Cups, followed by the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, fabulous combination, Leo. We have the Devil, followed by the World, and the Page of Cups, followed by the Six of Cups. And from the bottom of the deck, the overall general theme and feeling is the Tower. Let's just take a look. You know, I've only done a few of the mid-months so far, but a lot of major arcana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for you, Leo, slightly more than half. So your crowning card, the Tower, I know a lot of people kind of clench up when they see the Tower, but I have to tell you, looking at the rest of it, and kind of what I'm feeling is this Tower, which can sometimes represent the removal or destruction of something in our life, which absolutely has to go because it's no longer serving us, no longer part of our karmic destiny. It, at its most fundamental, represents a very significant and life-changing shift, an overturning of something. But I feel like for you, Leo, for most of you, this is actually something that's just actually very positive and actually kind of fantastic, and is bringing with it quite a lot of blessings and love and support as well. Maybe a complete and total turning upside down of the way that you look at something. So let's begin. We start with the Empress, beautiful major arcana card, followed by the Ace of Swords. So the Empress, beautiful card. The Empress is kind of the traditional Earth Mother of the tarot. She is all about pregnancy, rebirth, fertility. This is the Yes card for beginning new projects, basically new anything, new paths, new projects. It's the card that says the ground is fertile. It's the perfect time to plant seeds, to begin to grow things. It's about the beginning. It's about starting something. So if any of you find yourselves around the middle of August 2016, give or take some time, as time is fluid, of course, now is the time to actually begin to put into practical applications any new ideas, new projects, new thoughts, new jobs. Now is the time to plant those seeds and begin to nurture them, to take care of them. It's time to begin to grow things. It's a very fertile time. New paths, new beginnings. It's time to start whatever it is that you've been thinking of starting. For some of you, again, what this new thing is I feel like for a lot of you, it's like a previous way you've had of looking at something has just been blown out of the water, as represented by that your crowning card, which is the Tower. It's like you're looking at something with brand new eyes, a whole new fresh perspective. It's like something's come in and woof, you've had this aha moment, and it's starting you on new beginning. It's providing an opportunity to begin something new, because that Empress is also paired with the Ace of Swords, another new beginning card. So swords is governed by the element of air. The suit of swords is all about that airy world of what goes on in our heads. Thoughts, ideas, perspectives, outlooks, belief systems, how we look at things, how we think about things. Aces represent ones, the new beginnings. Wow, you're starting off new paths, new beginnings, but it's time. The Empress is saying that it's time, because you've had this Ace of Swords come in, and it's like an aha moment. You're seeing something in a completely different way, a brand new idea, a new outlook, a new way of looking at something. It's the Ace of Swords is coming in. It's success. It's cutting away all the extraneous illusion and fantasy, exposing something for as it really is, and all of a sudden everything's fresh, new outlook, new perspective. It's just a previous way of looking at something has been completely blown out of the water. New beginnings, and it's time to act on this. This is saying that this is the original aha moment, the light bulb going off. The Empress is saying act on it, because otherwise aces represent seeds. So no matter what beautiful thing the potential of that seed holds, if it's not planted, nurtured, fertilized, watered, taken care of, it's just going to fizzle out as some beginning thing which never takes off. So the Empress has a very loud, significant message from the universe, those divine major arcana energies saying, take this and run with it, put practical application behind it, and begin it. And next we have a fabulous combination of cards, Leo. I couldn't be happier for you. We have the Nine of Cups, the wish fulfillment card, paired with the Wheel of Fortune, something coming in, good luck, good fortune. You also have the Devil in here. It's like everybody's got the Wheel of Fortune, the Devil, some major things going on the last couple of weeks of August. So the Nine of Cups. Cups is governed by the element of water. So Cups is about that fluid, watery world of feelings, emotions, love, relationships, all different kinds of love and all different kinds of relationships. But it's an emotional card. It's an emotional suit. The Nine of Cups is universally referred to as the yes card, the wish fulfillment card, the having what you want, your dream coming true. Basically, it's about an overabundance of emotion. You're just very happy and it's spilling over, wanting to share with family and friends. It's just kind of leaking all over the place. You can see that the man on this card is holding up his goblet, his feelings. He's so happy. In other tarot cards, he's portrayed as this rotund, portly sort of man. The implication being that he has more than enough to eat, more than enough to drink. His physical surroundings are comfortable. He has not enough for himself, but all these other 8 cups filled, just waiting to share with everybody around him, family and friends, because his emotional cups, his emotional landscape is just overflowing. It's overabundance. Why is that? Well, who knows? It's the Wheel of Fortune coming in, and because this is going to play out differently for everyone who's watching, of course it is, because there's so many of you watching with different lives, you'll have to tell me how this works for you. The Wheel of Fortune, another major arcana card, some kind of divine energies coming in outside of your control, unexpected stroke of good luck, good fortune, something coming in which is making you completely, well, it's the Nine of Cups. It's coming in. Unexpected stroke of good luck, good fortune. The wheel appears to be on the upswing for you the remainder of August and going into September, Leo. And it's something that makes you feel very happy, just abundant. Your cups are overflowing. It's as if, again, the Tower card, but not negative. I'm getting that it's just something has been turned completely upside down, turned out to be something it wasn't. You've had you've had your outlook completely changed, and it's time to begin doing something, and right on the heels of doing that, you're having enough faith to actually plant those seeds, and then the universe comes in, meets you there, and gifts you with something that makes you feel incredibly happy. Now, next to that, we have another major arcana combination of the devil paired with the world card. Now, the devil card can represent imbalance, but I'm not really sure. I'm feeling like for some of you, it's almost an imbalance in a good way. It's just everything overflowing. It's almost too much for you to handle. And again, you'll have to let me know what this is. For others of you, this success, this new way of doing something that you've begun doing, the universe is meeting you more than halfway and giving you something that's so useful and so beneficial and such a blessing to you that it's really helping you successfully overcome whatever, for some of you, this imbalance has represented. Because the devil can represent significant and profound imbalance. For some of you, this could be addictions, drugs, alcohol, sex, gambling, shopping, etc., unhealthy relationships. But it's as if something has come in and kind of reversed that or given you everything that you need to combat this. And combat this you will very successfully, because that devil card is paired with the world card, another major arcana card. I love this card. This is a card of overcoming. This is a card of overcoming and being empowered because of it, recognizing who you are, what your value is as a human being, and what you're actually capable of, and realizing that you're stronger than you thought in overcoming whatever it is that you thought perhaps previously that you couldn't. For some of you, this Tower card represents residual energies from something that happened that you thought you could not deal with, the residual imbalance, but that's not the case. It's about thinking in a new way, doing something in a new way, and having that met again, more than halfway by the universe, because you are overcoming it successfully. My favorite analogy for the world card, as you're probably familiar with if you follow my YouTube channel, is the world card represents having climbed to the top of a mountain. You've reached the top, you're at the pinnacle. And there's always mountains in life, but for some reason, this particular mountain is of significance to you, has been of major importance to you. And you're at the top and you're looking back down over everything that it's taken for you to get to the top of this mountain. All the failures, all the success, all the triumphs, all the defeats, all the times that you wanted to give up, but you didn't. You persevered, you reached the top of a mountain, and the world card represents that moment where you realize you made it. Not just that you made it, but all of a sudden you realize that you're more capable than you thought you were. You're stronger than you thought you were. You actually begin to recognize your value and become empowered, not in an egotistical sort of way, but just in a very self-confidence, embracing and loving who you are sort of way. Very beautiful, powerful combination of cards. And it looks like some of you are have gotten in, are receiving, or will receive, at least by the end of August 2016, a lot of help and messages of acknowledgement on what you've done, messages of love, messages of support, because we have at the end of the month the Page of Cups paired with the Six of Cups. So this is 3 cups that you have. So for some of you, in terms of what this specifically refers to, of course, it's going to play out differently. But for some of you, this is going to be something to do with the sector of your life with love and relationships. But I think for some of you, whatever it is that you've been working on dealing with, something internal that you've been struggling with, perhaps your own demons, perhaps addiction issues, or breaking different patterns. At the end of the month, you're receiving messages of love from that. And for some of you, this is coming from family. So the Page of Cups, again, we have that emotional suit. Pages can represent children or young people in your life. For some of you, because we do have the Empress, she does represent pregnancy and fertility as well. We have the World card overcoming the imbalance of the devil. For some of you, this is going to be those of you who have been wanting to add a new addition to your family. This is the month where it comes true for you, and that is the source of your overwhelming happiness and blessing. For others of you, this is going to, so for some of you, this page is actually going to represent a baby, a young person, child, baby in your life. For others of you, this is going to represent a message, messages, because pages do often represent messages and messengers. And what would this message be? Well, it's the Page of Cups. So it would be an emotional message, a message of feelings, a message of love, of emotional support. I think for some of you, this is acknowledgement. For some of you, a lot of you, this is coming from family or something in connection with your past, your childhood friends, family itself. Some of you, all of this is coming from being with your family, being surrounded by the love of your family. Some of you even traveling back to see family, to be with family, because that Page of Cups is paired with the Six of Cups, which can represent travel. Travel back to see family, to where you grew up, roots of origin, childhood friends, childhood sweethearts. Perhaps some of you, it's being reunited with a childhood sweetheart or with family that you've been estranged from for a long time. The Six of Cups is a card about the past, reminiscence, nostalgia, looking back, childhood, that more carefree time. But it's at the end of August 2016, Leo. It's about being surrounded by messages of love, feeling surrounded by love. Again, for some of you, this is going to be family itself, blood family, relatives, traveling back, being in that. For some of you, it's going to be reconciling with family, with childhood memories, estrangement coming back together. That devil card and that world card combination could represent relationships from the past that were broken coming back together and being made whole again. But again, a similar message to Virgo, which is overcoming that which was perhaps catastrophic or broken, bringing that back together, overcoming. But I have to tell you, Leo, for you, it looks like energies of God, Spirit, the universe, your angels and guides are playing an enormous part in all of this. And I feel like you guys are going to end the month of August 2016 feeling very loved, very supported, but also empowered in your own self, because whatever this new thought, this new framework, it's like this previous way of thinking, of looking at something or believing something is going to be a certain way for indefinitely. It's been blown out of the water, but in a beautiful kind of divine blessing, wheel of fortune sweeping in kind of way. But there is that self-empowerment too. So it looks like a lot of you have put quite a lot into it and have taken some risk and have done a lot of work as well. So good for you, Leo. What an absolutely fabulous, beautiful reading. All three that I've done so far have been the same way. Not to say that it's all happiness and roses, because it looks like a lot has been put into overcoming something very challenging, painful, or even traumatic for some of you. But as the universe always does, our intentions translate and they are always seen, even if it's not immediate. But it looks like it's really going to be coming together for you at the end of this month, Leo. So happiness and blessings to you. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I hope it has brought you some insight and clarity, at least a smile to your face, and that you find it useful in some way. Thank you so very much for watching. And again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading, please just click on the little About button on my YouTube channel's homepage, and you can email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to do a reading with you, and I will try to get back to you just as soon as I can and schedule something in a pretty quick and timely fashion. So I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the September 2016 general readings. And until then, thanks for watching, Leo. And as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.